you for a very brand new video. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Turn up, turn up, turn up. Yes, y'all. It's been a long time since I was able to sit here and just talk to y'all about something a little bit more serious, but I feel like no one really talks about it, or if they do, they don't talk about it a lot. So I'm going to hit on the topic real quick. This video is for everybody, boy, girl, woman, man, all of the above. Like, it's for everybody because we all deal with this important topic, and the topic is called insecurities. We will be dealing with the topic insecurities. Like I said, I don't really hear too many people bring this up a lot or really talk about it enough, and I feel like we all deal with it, and it definitely needs to be talked about more. And the reason why I felt like we needed to talk about it, or I felt like I needed to say something about it, is because I was talking to my really close, she became really close, dear friend Taylor, about it maybe 2 nights ago, and it really hit me because she was basically witnessing to a young lady that she knew personally, and about insecurities and how to handle that young lady's insecurities, and basically just witnessing out to her. And I thought that was so dope, and I feel like we don't really talk about that too often, about our insecurities and how to properly handle them accordingly, because I know for sure I've had insecurities, very, very serious. I was very insecure with myself years ago, and I feel like we need to talk about stuff like that, and especially with the young generation these days and how suicidal attempts is so big these days. I feel like these suicidal rates or numbers have been skyrocketed lately, and I feel like these young people really go through, and young people, including myself, but the newer generation is really going through this real stuff, and it just gets heavier and heavier every year. So I feel like, why not let me speak on it a little bit. Not gonna make this video very long. I just want to touch on it a little bit. Also share my own testimony about how I overcame my insecurities, and how that you all can not only share your experiences, but also reach out to others who are dealing with these things, and really just let's make this world a better place. Let's bring up these young people and make them feel that they're important and they're worth living, and just let's lift each other up. Okay, so let's get started. So I made myself a little note, a few notes to keep myself on topic, because I can surely ramble. So the first note is, what is an insecurity? An insecurity is an uncertainty, or anxiety about oneself. It also means is a lack of confidence. So basically, you don't feel confident in yourself when it comes to certain areas of your life. It could be anything. It could be you don't feel confident with how you look, or your weight, or how how you sing, how you do certain things. Like, for example, I don't feel comfortable, or I'm not very confident on me drawing. I hate drawing. Drawing is like one of the things that I can never do, and I don't have the patience for it. So I really just strongly dislike drawing. So and I don't feel confident in drawing. So that's an example. I mean, I'm sure I can do it if I really focus and really take the time to do it, but I don't have the patience for it. So I choose not to do it because I don't like doing it. It takes too much of my time, and I refuse to do it. So yeah, that's not even insecurity. That's just something that I just don't like doing. But yeah, it can be someone's insecurity though. Someone may really feel heavy, like they want to know how to draw, but like they are so ashamed of themselves and don't, and hating themselves for not knowing how to draw. Some people are really like that. So that can really be an insecurity. It may not be your insecurity, but it could be anyone's insecurity, honestly. So personally, that's not my insecurity. It's just something I I don't like to do. It's a dislike for me. So yeah. Also, excuse me. Next question is, how do you know that you have insecurity? Basically, it's the same from the first question. When you recognize what you dislike about yourself, strongly dislike about yourself. I feel like the way you know that you have an insecurity is something that you strongly dislike about yourself. Like something that you can almost get depressed over, because you dislike it so much. Like I said, it could be your weight. Some people really struggle with weight loss and trying to lose weight and get depressed because they can't lose weight and not happy within themselves at all. They can't find happiness within themselves because they feel like they're too skinny or too big or too plus size. I don't want to say fat because that's rude, but too big or too skinny because yes, skinny girls have insecurities about themselves as well. We do. We have insecurities about ourselves, about our weight as well. We feel that some of us feel like we're too skinny and we can't seem to gain weight, and that can be an insecurity. I feel like a lot of skinny girls get mocked for being skinny, or get the ones who are a little bit heavier set than us get mocked for being so skinny or whatever, or we feel like we're not loved because we're so skinny. I'm like, there's nothing we can do. Sometimes some of us actually want to gain a little weight because we feel that we don't gain as much as we like that fast. And it could be many reasons why we can't, gain weight. It could be medical reasons, high metabolism. For me, I have a high metabolism, so it's hard for me to gain. Specifically for me, it's hard for me to gain weight super fast or as fast as I want to because of my high metabolism and other medical reasons that some people may have with gaining weight. So be careful who you mock because that can really be their insecurity of weight gain. Or it could be, like I said, opposite form. Like I said, it's vice versa. So be careful who you mock about, who you mock or who you talk about, because honestly, that very real person that you're talking about really do have that insecurity within themselves. So please, let's be kind to one another. Okay, first and foremost, let's be kind and let's take their life and be in their shoes, how take in consideration how they would feel about it if you were in their shoes. So yeah, third question is how to handle your insecurities. Now that you have recognized what an insecurity is and you have recognized what your personal insecurity is, now you have to figure out how to handle them. Like I said, proper counseling helps. Proper counseling helps a lot. Now, because it's hard. It's hard to deal with those insecurities, especially if you're so passionate about them. So yeah, I feel like proper counseling does help. And you don't even have to go to a specialist. You can go to anybody and talk about it, and they can get you through it. I say, because it definitely helps for me. I'm going to put in my testimony in this little bit. When I was in high school, well, even really before then, like I want to say 7th or 8th grade, and even in middle school, 7th or 8th grade, that's when I realized that I had insecurities at a young age. I was like 10 or 11, and I realized I disliked something about myself. And for me, it was my appearance, how I looked. I think I've always been careful and very protective and cautious and whatever word you want to use. I was very strong about how my appearance is. I didn't have the cute clothes all the time, and I realized all my female friends, they always looked good all the time, and I wanted to be like that. I wanted to look like how they looked. And because it was easier for them to get attention. Like, they got attention from a lot of boys back then. And I wanted that type of attention. And I wanted to feel liked and stuff. And I didn't get that back then. And I became depressed because I didn't get that. And then even more so, and when I was in high school, I think it was it was the beginning of high school. It's carried through there. Like, it got even more serious because I tried to change myself because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to look the part. I wanted to gain friends, and like I said, gain attention from different guys. I wanted to be liked, and I became envious. I became envious over different people that was close to me. For example, I became envious over my best friend Gabrielle, because she's beautiful, she's mixed, light-skinned, pretty hair, pretty skin, all of that. Like, she's gorgeous. So, a lot of people would, hit her up. A lot of men back then, a lot of young boys back then growing up would hit her up all the time. She'll get attention a lot. So, and I was envious of that. I wanted that. I'm like, yo, like, what can I do to get that? Because literally, I would try to holler at a dude, and they would laugh at me because apparently I didn't look the part. I didn't have the big boobs or the good figure. The nice figure, the Coca-Cola figure is what they call it. I have my own figure. I have my figure. I can't even describe it, but I have my own figure, and I guess it wasn't what they liked. It wasn't what they wanted, and I became depressed because I wanted to be that, and I wanted to be that so bad that I tried to change my own appearance. I tried to cut my hair. Oh, my mama used to. Oh, I got in so much trouble because I cut my hair because I didn't know what I was doing, and I got in a lot of trouble because of it. Like, I cut my hair crazily. I tried to cut my eyebrows, and not knowing doggone well I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I cut my eyebrows. It took forever for these babies to grow. That's why I say I'm in love with them, because I literally had to fall in love with myself and fall in love with these eyebrows, because I didn't. When I tell you in my last video that I did not like my eyebrows growing up, I promise you I didn't. So I cut them. I tried to cut them. I tried to wear different clothes that would get attention, or that I thought would, make guys like me. And it was just a lot of stuff. Depressed over a lot of those things. And it got so bad where it became showable. Like, it was shown everywhere I went, especially in church. And being around the close people that knew me, saw it and saw that I was depressed, and saw that they needed to minister to me and really be there for me. And two people that come to mind that were really there when it came to sensitive situations in my life was my god sister Kayla and my godmother. Those two both were very present when I had those insecurities and when I had those moments in my life. And they had to be there to help me learn how to love myself. And I can't remember if it was either my god sister Kayla or if it was my godmother. I believe it was both of them, but I feel like it was my god sister, but I really can't remember right now. But one of them had set me in a nursery in my church and talked to me, and I was bawling out in tears because they basically was, telling me, I think it was my godmother, now that I'm thinking about it, but basically I didn't have to say anything to her. Like, she just ministered to me without me even have to say anything, and told me, you're beautiful, and encouraged me to look at myself in the mirror every day. And she told me to write different positive things about myself, and look in the mirror and tell myself this every time. Write positive. She told me to write, but I don't think she told me to, or she gave me some positive things to say about myself. And she said, hey, look in the mirror every day. Every time you wake up in the morning or get out of the shower, you go straight to the mirror and say these things. You are beautiful, you are important, and you are blessed. And I had to say those three things every single day. And she said, even when you don't feel it, you keep saying it until you will believe it for yourself. Keep saying it, keep repeating it to yourself every day until you start believing it. And I did it grudgingly because I didn't feel like I needed to do it, or it was many reasons why I didn't want to do it. But I did it because she was gonna be accountable of me and make sure I did it. So I did it, and the first day I did it, I said it just to say it. And then it started hitting. It's because I did it every day, constantly. It started to hit me on the second week of me doing it. That second week, I got out of the shower and went straight to the mirror, just like she told me to. And I said it and looked at myself up and down and started crying. I started bawling out in tears. In tears, and that's when it really hit me. Like, I literally looked at myself and I said, wow, I am beautiful. I am blessed. I am important. And I had to say those things. And I literally said it and believed it right then and there. And saw it from my own two eyes how beautiful I was. No makeup, no nothing. And I saw, I am beautiful. I am important and I am blessed. And I said those things. And that day, everything changed. And it was the beginning of my junior year. And that's when I became to really gain my confidence. That's when I start to, not even became, that's when I start to learn how to really gain my confidence and learn to love myself. And it was a journey. It didn't stop there. It definitely did not stop there. It has been a long journey to get to where I am today. And I, little by little, I started to be confident of myself, and it was starting to show. People started to come to me. I'm starting to get attention now from different guys that I never thought I would get attention from. And I'm like, y'all, it took you this long to talk to me. Like, why didn't you want to get with me or like me when I wasn't feeling this confident? Oh, now you want to like me, type of thing. But I laughed because I'm just like, wow, like they're starting to see how confident I am. They're starting to see, and the confident that I had within myself became more attractive, and that's why they came to me. And I had to realize, okay, don't get so hyped now. You can be confident, but don't get overboard. Like, don't think, oh my God, you're all that because you got this attention. Like, no. Let's not be cocky either. But, yeah, so, and then even after high school, still learning to love myself. Trying to find, ways to make sure I keep that confidence, because it can easily linger off, because like I said, I'm not going to say I am perfect. Not going to say that I got it all together now, that I'm Gucci, like, I'm good, I got this. No. I'm saying that it's still a work in progress. It's still a learning process for me. Even though, yes, I am in a much better space than I was years ago. I am confident within myself now. I can look in the mirror and say that I am beautiful, because I know that I'm beautiful without makeup, with or without makeup. I know that I am beautiful. I know that I am worth the time. I know that I am worth the wait. Okay? I know that I'm worth it all. I have no price tag on me. I know that I am loved, and I know that I love myself. So, yeah, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It took me 8 years. Yep. It took me about that long, about 8 years to really gain that confidence within myself. So it does not work overnight. It takes a process, but you have to stay true to that process. You have to go through that process to get to where you want to go, where you want to be. So I say go through it. It's hard. You will shed tears. You will have your ups and downs, but it's worth it at the end when you go through all of that trials, all of those tests, all of those insecurities. When you really go through them and iron them out and realize how amazing you are within yourself, that's when you know you have arrived. That you know that, hey, regardless of what people think about you, don't let anyone tell you that you're not worth it, that you're not. You'll never amount to anything, or you'll never be anybody, because that is nothing but the devil, okay? Literally, that's nothing but the devil using them, because you are worth it. You will be somebody if you want to be somebody. You're already somebody, really. You're already somebody. You're important, okay? You are worth it, and I'm here to encourage you. I don't know who I'm speaking to. I don't know where you are in your life, but I'm here to encourage you that you are worth it, and you will get there. You just have to stay focused and stay true to your faith and true to your God, and stay true to you. Don't try to change to be like anybody else. Be authentically you. And that's why I had to learn. I had to learn to be authentically myself. I'm trying not to cry, because it really has been a this is my testimony. It has been a true experience for me. It really has been an insecure, and it has been a true time for me to get to where that I know that I don't have to change for anybody, and I don't have to be like anyone else. I can be authentically myself, and I will stand out. As small and little that I am, I stand out. I don't have to fit in. I can perfectly just be myself, and people will love me. So please know that you are loved. You are so loved, and you're blessed. and people love you, and you are highly favored in God's eyes. And know that you're not going through it alone. I'm about to cry. I'm such an emotional person, but you're not going through it alone. You have people who are here and waiting for you. So don't think that you're alone, because you're not. I am praying. If you don't think anyone is there for you, know that I am here for you. I am praying for you. I am praying that that God really speaks to you and open up your heart and allow you to heal. Heal that broken heart that you may have. I am here praying for you. I'm thinking about you. So know that you're not alone, because you got me in your corner. Like I said, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I want you to feel this personally. You have me in your corner, and I'm here to stand by. So that's basically what I have for this video today. Like I said, it's a very touchy and sensitive topic, but it needs to be said. And I want to be the one to say, if nobody else wants to speak on it, I will be the one to speak on it, because it has been personal for me for a long time. So know that you're blessed, and I hope and pray that this video has blessed you, because it definitely has blessed me. Like I said, this video has definitely blessed me. Even me filming it is blessing me. So because I'm not just ministering to y'all, I'm continuing to minister to myself, because like I said, it's still a work in progress. People, you can't just, okay, I know my insecurities, I'm over it, I have overcame it, because the devil is so busy. He is so good at reminding you where you came from, or reminding you what you used to be. So it's definitely, I have to constantly tell myself this, that I am blessed. I can conquer this. I can get through it. There's nothing too hard for me. I got this. As long as God is in my corner, I got this. I have to constantly tell myself that, because many times it can slip in and I can get a little bit depressed. But I have to constantly fight those depression thoughts and get through it, because I know I can get through it. So know that you can get through it too. And I pray that you do get through it. And I love you guys with the love of the Lord.